Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dale Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I am now joined by a guy who some would say is the best Division II quarterback in the country. He's 6'7", Chris Bonner of the Colorado State University Pueblo Thunderwolves. I appreciate you joining the show, Chris. How's it going?
It's going well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. Now, let's get right to it, Chris. We're going to be talking about your college football career, and of course, the hot start you and your teammates have gotten off to this current season, but I want to start this interview off by throwing out the fact that you're actually from San Diego and spent the first 2 years of your college football career at Grossmont Junior College, which is also located in California. And during those 2 years, you threw for over 2,800 yards and 21 touchdowns. Now, I'm curious, why did you decide to attend CSU-Pueblo and play for the Thunderwolves after your 2 years at Grossmont?
I was just trying to get on a team as quickly as I could. I wanted to get in the spring ball and get the offense down, whatever it was. And I was sending my film out to a couple places, and they were one of the first to respond and were interested, so I just made a decision.
Now, before you made that decision, or actually after you made that decision, did you know that you would be going in there and being the team's starting quarterback, or did you have to win the job over?
Yeah, I knew their starting quarterback had left, and that was another thing that helped my decision. But I knew there's some guys there I was going to have to fight for it.
So last season was your first as a Thunderwolf, and you were able to throw for over 3,400 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. You helped lead the team to an 11-1 record, in which most of those games were won in blowout fashion. Now, that one loss came in the final game of the season against Grand Valley State in the NCAA Division II playoffs. You guys came up just short, 34-30. How would you describe your first year of yours at CSU-Pueblo? I mean, you guys were able to have a lot of success. I know it didn't end the way you wanted to, and I got to say, I'm really impressed with the on-field relationship you have with your wide receiver, Paul Browning. I mean, it seems like you guys were able to click right away. So, again, how would you describe that first year of yours playing Division II ball?
It was great, man. Like you said, I came in, me and Paul kind of clicked automatically, and I knew I had to prove myself because, I was the new guy, so... the season went great, didn't end the way we wanted to, but I felt like we accomplished a lot as a team, got the RMAC championship, and just had an overall great time, great experience.
Chris Shanafel talking with Chris Bonner of CSU Pueblo quarterback. And Chris, your senior year is underway, and I don't know if you guys could have gotten off to a better start. I mean, week 1, you guys opened the season at home against West Texas A&M. You guys got the 35-6 victory, and just this past Saturday, you guys traveled to Sam Houston State. Was this one of those games that you marked on your calendar entering the season, seeing as Sam Houston State is a Division I FCS program, or do you look at it as any other game?
We definitely, marked it on our calendar extra, with extra emphasis. Both of those first 2 games we had, been training all off season for. We knew it was going to be, a tough one coming in. It's a ranked FCS team, and I think we were just very prepared and very hyped for the game, and we ended up with 2 victories the first 2 games.
And against Sam Houston State, Chris, you completed 20 of 32 passes for 255 yards and 3 touchdowns. You guys won the game 40-27. It was a big victory. You completed 7 of those passes to wide receiver Paul Browning, who also had 98 yards and a touchdown. I mentioned earlier that it seemed like you guys clicked right away, you and Paul Browning. What's your relationship like with him, and what's it like to have a reliable wide receiver like Browning on your team?
Me and Paul we're really close. We would get extra training in all off season, just one-on-one with each other, and we do a lot of things out of football together, just hanging out, going to dinner, and one of the best guys I know. Great leader. Everyone on the team likes him. And he's just a great athlete as well, and he makes plays. And knowing that I have him out there makes my job a lot easier because he can turn a 5-yard catch into a 80-yard touchdown and catch the deep ball, and he can do everything. So it's really really good having him out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, now whether it was from just this past week against Sam Houston State or all the way back to your freshman year at Grossmont Junior College, what would you say is the biggest or most memorable play of your college football career thus far?
Thus far, I think last year, our second game, we were in Cowboy Stadium, which was huge and just great experience. But the first play from scrimmage on our offense was I believe a 78-yard touchdown to Paul, and just being in that atmosphere and coming out with a bang was just one of the best feelings, and that's one of my most memorable moments for sure.
Chris Sheffield talking to CSU-Pueblo quarterback Chris Bonner. And Chris, what do you feel are your biggest strengths as a quarterback?
Definitely my arm. I feel like I can throw any pass out there. I really gained a really good knowledge for the game. I've learned a lot from my coaches here, and I think I've gotten a lot better with decision making and just knowing where to go with the football.
Is there any one specific part of your game that you spent on working on to get better at during the off season?
Well, definitely recognizing coverages, but I'm 6'7", not the fastest guy, so I always try to work on my speed, getting out of the pocket, and that's something I can always work on.
All right, and just a few more questions, Chris, then I'll let you go once again. I really do appreciate your time, man. Here's a fun question I like to ask, most of my interviewees, and that is there a quarterback playing in the NFL right now or that you grew up watching that you would say you mold your game after?
Not so much grew up watching, but one of my favorite quarterbacks is Aaron Rodgers. I love how he leads out there, and I just like the way he plays. But I actually grew up watching Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and those are Drew Brees as well when he was in San Diego. And they're just great leaders and great quarterbacks, and kind of all of them I've just been trying to learn from.
Chris, last but not least, it's your final year of college football. You're a 2015 NFL draft prospect. Any chance that you've heard from any NFL team scouts, and if so, what are they saying about you?
I haven't really heard too much. They've been around a practice. You don't hear a lot from what they have to say. Just them being there, is kind of feels good. But I'm really just trying to focus on the season, because I know I still have a lot to accomplish with my team, and I want